Sam Roberts here at the premiere of Legends House with my very close personal longtime friend, Mean Gene Okerlund. Mean Gene, what's the haps?
Very dear, close, personal, longtime friend.
I was close.
Close enough. Question.
Yes.
What's going on?
Right, what's the haps? Yeah.
A lot of things are happening. This Thursday just happens that the Legends House is going to premiere on the WWE Network, I believe at 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Right.
But it'll also be on demand, so anybody who can't find it will be able to catch it on demand.
Oh, absolutely. If you want, I've pirated some tapes, some CDs. You can pick them up over in my garage.
Right, $5. Easy business.
Easy business.
Let me ask you, one of my favorite things to do now with the network is go back to the stuff that I watched as a kid when I would watch you interview superstars in the backstage area, and I would concentrate on them. I like to now concentrate on you and watch you try to keep a straight face for a lot of the guys. Which superstar did you have the most difficult time keeping a straight face with?
Well, without any question of a doubt, it had to be Bobby Heenan overall. But there were some individuals here and there that would get me to crack up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the women's star, Wendy Richter, but I was doing a interview with her, and she said, I'm not just going to lay down on my back and let somebody else come and jump on me. And I went, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, forget about it. We won't do it over. And it played.
Now, there had to have been guys that you would talk to them and say, I have no idea what they just said.
Unfortunately, one of them was the late, great Ultimate Warrior. He would talk in circles. You could probably ask him what he said, and he probably wouldn't be able to tell you.
Who was your favorite guy? Like, when you saw, this is who I've got tonight, this is going to be a great segment.
Well, gosh, I've got to take all the top guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed interviewing Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold. I've interviewed Cena a few times. But I like to get some kind of a low-down guy that isn't quite up on top of the card that'll give you an interview. I did one with the 1-2-3 Kid at one time, and he just brutalized the interview from top to bottom. He just massacred it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the hell to say at the end, so I said, he had a tough time getting it out, but boy, what a breath of fresh air, the 1-2-3 Kid. Kevin Nash is over in the corner, falling on his ass and laughing.
Because one of your jobs as the interviewer is to get these guys over if they can't get themselves over. Is that right?
Exactly.
And so some of them would really put you to work.
Well, some of them would test you.
Yeah.
I'll only work so much on it, then they got to do a little on their own, too. Mm-hmm. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, great guy. He'd walk into the interview area, and he'd grab like a salt shaker here. And he says, when I get done with whoever my opponent's going to be, I'm going to shake a little salt in the wound. Next time he'd bring in a dairy creamer. Bring it on the set and say, as you know, cream rises to the top. But just little things that kind of got him to make it a little different.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like Carrot Top, a little prop comic.
Yes, exactly.
He's the prop comic of professional wrestling. What was it like? You became such a personality in the WWF at the time. Then you moved to WCW. How were you received in the WCW locker room?
I was received, I think, very good. I knew most of the guys and gals that were in there anyway. But it also afforded me an opportunity when this company was kind of gliding along, and all of a sudden the upstart, WCW, started to take over for a number of weeks. I think it ran like a year and a half or two. I was treated very well by all of those people, and more than that, God bless Mr. Ted Turner, because I made more money than I ever made in my entire life. And I got to tell you the truth, it was off the WCW hotline.
You had a piece of it?
Piece of it, hell, I owned it.
Really?
No,
No wonder you pushed it so hard.
Right, I had a percentage, a good percentage, and it went from $350,000 a year to nearly $4 million in 1 year, and that was found revenue. Cost of sales had to be minimal, so it was a good deal for them.
Yeah.
And a great deal for me.
And you never had to take a bump.
Never took a bump.
Good for you. Before you go, what was it like interviewing Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner?
A little rough. You never knew what was going out of his mouth or coming out of his mouth. And I did an interview with him in Salt Lake City. And God, I couldn't help but notice 3 rows down, it's Donnie and Marie and all the kids. You know,
The Osmonds.
That's right. And all of a sudden, this genius, Scott Steiner, comes up with a bunch of expletives that shouldn't probably be playing that room.
Right.
Maybe one of Richard Pryor's last concerts, but definitely not the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City. So I did feel a little uncomfortable and guilt that I couldn't rein that guy in. But he was going to go where he wanted to go, and F you, or forget about you. That's what
I think that's what he was going for. Well, look, everybody check out Legends House on the WWE Network. Mean Gene finally gets to be a star. Not the guy next to the star, but the star. What do you think?
Hey.
Yeah.
See that camera? Do you know that guy?
I don't know what he's doing here.
I got a camera just like that I've been missing for about 2.5 months, and I lost it right here in New York.
This is New York. Real quick, I just thought of. What do you think? Do you think announcers in pro wrestling need more personality? You always had personality, and it seems like they shift more towards the straight sportscaster.
Yeah, because they don't want to make a mistake. Here's my rule of thumb. You're going to make a mistake if you wing it, and you play it by rote, as they say. But I think you could do more great things on purpose by doing, an interview where you play back and forth and I listen to you, you listen to me, than you could if it was scripted, because you just don't have the emotionality there that you need to have. It has to be derived. Plus the hyperbole that we get out of some of these interviews. There's some pretty crazy things I've said. And I wish we were doing more of them today, but we're not. We did one at WrestleMania. I interviewed Hulk, Long Comes Piper, and Paul Orndorff. Enter, stage left, Mr. T. Pat Patterson has to come in, the referee, and break it all up. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And the interview that we just did here was not scripted, and look how wonderful that came out. Am I right?
It's not scripted?
This wasn't scripted.
What the hell are you giving me all these notes for?
Mean Gene, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Where do I get my check?
He's got it. That guy right there.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.